Greetings, fellow space travelers. How's it going? Gonna be playing a little bit of Far Cry 5 today. Well, see, the thing about Far Cry 5 is that it's a really sort of stupid game. But it's a very fun sort of stupid game.
I see the target.
I mean, like, it's just fun to do the wanton, mindless destruction. And some of the characters are just sort of quirky. Come on, you.
I got eyes
There
on
we
the
go.
target.
Stay in there long enough. Damn it.
Sorry, Fred. Not
Lock
good.
on already. Gotcha. There we go. Alright.
Oh crap! I think I need some help.
Oh, golly. The plane just landed on your head, dude. Oh, you're a good guy. You aren't.
Assault first.
Like, the story of this game is interesting. It's like there's a cult that has taken over parts of, if I remember right, Montana. Like, they make a big deal of it being Montana or something. Ugh, I'm used to Cyberpunk now, and I keep pressing F to use. Darn it. Alright, well, anyway, yeah, so, like, you know, a bunch of Jesus freaks going around, like, being all culty and killy and druggy and stuff. It's really sick, very sort of David Koreshi kind of stuff, you know. One of those. And, like, what happens? Well, if I remember right at the end, the world gets nuked. But then there's all this New Game Plus stuff, and you get to just tool around in the world and blow crap up. You know, which is actually a lot of fun. That's most of what I do with this game now, is if I'm ever bored and I need to decompress and, you know, make a bunch of virtual mofos get very, very dead, I fire up this. Like, okay, I've played Far Cry 6, and while it is a much prettier game, I mean, it is absolutely a better looking game, for sure. It's not actually as much fun. I don't find the controls as intuitive, and the choppers don't move in a very visceral way. You know, like, if I do make good on my threat to make a game with Unreal, a game I want to make is something in this vein, but of course, because it's me, it would be sci-fi. But have it be more of a take the map kind of game, rather than anything with a story or a plot, any scripted stuff. They'll just be set up a scenario, you and a bunch of factions, and a bunch of resources on the map, and places of interest, like points of interest to take those, and just like wipe out everybody else. Sort of like arena combat on a much larger scale, and sort of with like a slow burn, you know, where it takes a while to build up your forces kind of thing. Anyway, that's something I have in mind. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it, because right now I'm still learning Unreal. Who knows if I'll ever be able to code well enough to do that crap. I am really an artist at heart. But, well, you know, I'm working on it. I finally have it to where stuff reacts in the world, where there's a glow. When you select an item, you know, like a menu item or whatever, it glows. Doesn't do anything else, but at least now I know that I can get the world to react to me. That's something. More than nothing, which is what I had to start with. You know, I mean, for those of you out there with coding experience who are like, oh my god, that's the most basic shit in the world, Becky, like, what are you doing? I'll be like, dude, shut up, I'm just starting. I'm new, I haven't coded since the 90s. Bite me, you person I just made up. Hey.
I see another bad guy.
Sharky, that's my truck. Thank you, dude. Alright, there we go. Perk, get in here now.
Come on, deputy, get us going.
Please. I've never actually seen anyone with an honest-to-goodness mom tattoo. I don't know too many moms who heard it. I've known a few. Certainly not mine. But anyway. Yeah, so... I mean... Perk is one of those characters where, like, if you knew him in real life, you'd absolutely hate him. But as comic relief, he's an absolute fan favorite. Well, I assume fan favorite. I actually haven't spoken to people who play this game. Like, I haven't been on the Steam forums or anything to ask them about it. You know, like, so who's your favorite character? You know, I bet a lot of people would think that Herc here is hilarious. I mean, he's an idiot redneck with a rocket launcher. What's not to love? Get back here! Dang.
Yeah, do your thing. I'll do mine.
Woo, I don't want to shoot the bear who's eating the Peggy.
That is gross. Dead bodies get diseases.
Eat it, Smokey.
Watch your farts. It can be a dangerous.
I got you.
Okey doke.
I mean, both of these guys are, like, just pure feral douchebags, really. I mean, they live on the outer edge of their skin. They'll probably eat or fuck anything that moves. They're those kind of guys. And you wouldn't want to know that guy in real life. But, geez, cats, what are you doing? I don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but they are wrestling and screeching and yowling, and it just sounds weird.
Watch me get my move on. I'm a bust a move, except for dancing, it's a skate.
I hope there's nothing serious, like, I hope they're just playing.
There you go.
Like, should I break that up, I wonder? Or are they just wrestling and being loud about it? Anyway, yeah, like, how many fictional characters are there out there where you're like, I would hate this dude in real life, but I love watching him do stuff? Like, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia kind of characters. You wouldn't want to really know them, but you kind of like them when you know they can't really hurt anyone. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't even know, like, I'm right now aimless. Like I have no idea where I'm going. I mean, that's the thing about this, is there are currently no goals. You know, like there's no, I mean, the story is finished, there's nothing to conquer. There is Outpost Master, where you can take the outposts over and over and over again, but, like, the idea I have in my head for a game is one where, like, the stuff you do means something. You know, where there are stakes, because right now the only stakes are, do I live or do I die? That's literally it. So, you know, as fun as this is, it really is just a complete and utter waste of time. Like even from a gaming perspective, it's a waste of time. There's nothing here to do except, you know, waste a bunch of motherfuckers. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, absolute blast, but still, it would be nice if all of this meant something. So, you know, if I make a game, and I probably will at least attempt to, it'll be something along those lines. You know, like this, but sci-fi and more of a take the map kind of thing. Like, have you ever played Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 1 or 2? Like, imagine that, but really built from the ground up to be to be a first-person perspective kind of game, rather than just set up a bunch of forces and, you know, make them fight. Like putting, I don't know, two giant spiders in a jar and shaking it up to make them fight kind of thing, or whatever it is kids did. I don't know, I never made animals fight when I was little. But you hear about that kind of thing, it's a stereotype. But anyway, the point is that you know, it's better if games mean something, so they keep you coming back. I feel like a lot of game companies have gotten lazy in that way, where they are actually tacking on these really terrible stories to games that don't need to have a story. You know, like, I spent ages playing why do I keep wanting to say Team Fortress 2? No, Unreal Tournament 2, that's it. Like hours in multiplayer arena modes, you know? Like not just the death matches, but the assault modes as well. And I thought those were a lot of fun, and it feels like those kinds of games don't really exist as much anymore. Like, you know, oh, that's a cow. Yeah, I thought I was shooting a gas tank. But, you know, you get games like Fortnite or whatever, but that's all, like... I mean, I want a single-player version of that, where it's, like, a ton of forces. You know, like, Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator can handle millions. I'm thinking tens of thousands, maybe. But I've actually been asking about specs and what Unreal can handle and what it can't handle. And it sure does seem like with instance geometry, you could get a lot of characters on screen at once with decent lighting and everything. So imagine a map that big, like this, what we're seeing right now. It's gigantical. I mean, gosh, what is it, like 9 kilometers by 9 kilometers, I want to say, in this game? I mean, even 3.5 by 3.5 is huge, like gigantical. You know, and in Ultimate, I'm just going to call it UEBS, okay? In UEBS 1 and 2, you can get, like, gigantic maps. And I looked at it, and characters are not moving at a 1-to-1. Like, they are not moving exactly, like, this many steps for that much movement, right? And so the amount of space that they cover that seems to take forever anyway is already going fast. So you don't need a huge map. Dude, where'd he go? Get back onto my radar, damn it. Did I shoot him down? Where is that plane? I do not see the bad guy. But anyway, yeah, so, you know...
Oh, is it normal for your body to bleed this much?
Probably not, Kirk. Oh, he died. Damn it. Alright, well... Anyway, point being... Boom. That, like, 3.5 kilometers by 3.5 kilometers is already a gigantic map. And you don't need, like, literally millions of characters on screen at once. Anyway, I have ideas in my head, and maybe it's best I don't talk too much about them, because I have overpromised in the past on things that I want to do. You know, or things that I'm working on where I hit a barrier or a snag that makes them unworkable kind of thing. And I'm like, well, what do I do now? You know? So, maybe it's better I don't say too much about what I have in mind, especially since the current project I'm working on has nothing to do with it. I'm working on something else. I described it in the last video. It's sort of a utility to help authors keep track of their world-building lore kind of thing. But I don't want to overpromise on that either. I mean, I got started on some of the tutorials for what I need to do in Unreal yesterday, and oh my god, I'm just saying, is like, it's complicated. It feels like the coding in Unreal, they've overly, like, they've added stuff that they don't need, they've front-loaded stuff that should be on the other side of whatever. It's hard to explain, it feels counterintuitive, I'm just saying, so it's gonna take some muscle memory, some mental muscle memory, to actually, like, get to a point where I can... I mean, let's remember, I'm still a beginner. I'm still just learning. The fact that I've actually got it so you can click on things with a mouse pointer, which does require some extra shit in Unreal, is actually, like, well, not impressive, but I'm impressed with myself because I've been struggling with this shit for a while. And then I finally, well, believe it or not, I'm using ChatGPT as a tutor, which has gotten easier with the new version they just released yesterday, because ChatGPT is no longer forgetting which version of Unreal I'm using. Yeah, there'd be times it would give advice, you know, a perfectly valid tutorial for 2 versions ago. So it's getting better at remembering, like, parameters, things like that. Yay. But yeah, it's either that or try to take classes at, like, a local college or something, you know, audit a class or take just one class without taking a degree kind of thing. Because how else are you going to get started if you don't know how to do this shit? You know what I mean? Like, if you haven't programmed in literally decades, except for, like, once with some HTML, and is that really programming? It's more like scripting. Whatever. Not the point. The point is that, you gotta start somewhere. You know, I'm sure that, like, frickin' Steve Jobs typed, like, 10 print, fucking, wow, brain not work now. Quotation mark! That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to be funny and rapid fire, and it's not working. It's probably a little too much of this. I'm just saying. But, yeah, the point is that I'm sure everyone started somewhere. Ozzy Osbourne was not born playing guitar. I picked it up a hell of a lot faster than I ever did. The best I ever did was play Scotland the Brave, and it wasn't that good, it was only passable. So, yeah, then my fingers started to hurt, and I said, you know what? I'm a different kind of artist. That's okay, I don't have to be a musician. I like being a CG artist, and working on becoming a programmer. You can only do so many things. Like, there's that whole jack of all trades, master of none shit. Well, I'd rather master a couple. I don't know, is there a Jill of all trades? There's actually one thing I found interesting is, like, Jack and Jill. Okay, great. Let's look at the map. Yeah, I'm definitely about to fly off the map here. Jack and Jill, right? So when you say lumberjack, you think it'd be lumberjill, but if you look it up, it's lumberjane. Or maybe that's just in the dyke community. Maybe only lesbians call lumberjacky lesbians lumberjanes. I don't know. But those were some very interesting photos, and there are actually some kind of cute lumberjanes out there, I'm just saying. But at the same time, like you'd think it'd be lumberjill because of Jack and Jill, but it's not. And I only brought it up to mention that weird distinction that I discovered a year or two ago. I think it was a year ago. I don't know, doesn't matter. Point is that, yeah, lumberjane. You wouldn't think it. I remember how I found that out. It was back when I was throwing axes as a hobby. There's an axe throwing place nearby, and I joined a tournament. It was fun. And I'm actually not bad at it, even though I didn't win. But I think when I mentioned that, someone started mentioning lumberjanes, and I was like, huh, wait a minute. And it snowballed from there, or spiraled, I suppose. Yeah, more spiraled than snowballed. Maybe I should find some bad guys to kill. Actually, I have no idea. Are any of the outposts still... Nope. Oh, yeah, there's an outpost. Well, and there's an outpost I could go after. Cool. Let's make that our destination. And you know what else, actually? I should pick another companion since Herc died. Well, looks like Herc has been resurrected. I like these two as well, and she's just funny. But this guy's actually kind of useless. Not for any reason other than that he seems to not show up when you need him. Like he flies a plane the way that What's-Her-Face flies a helicopter, but she shows up, and he, occasionally shows up if you ask him to. It's very annoying. I forget. What's accelerate? Space. There it is.
Religion drill person, man. I mean, you can worship fried meat for all I care. Don't come to me expecting I'm gonna bring guacamole to your party.
I'm sorry, Sharky dude. I can't hear you over the sound of this plane engine. Besides, you're only saying the same thing you've been saying over and over and over. For several months I've been playing this game. By the way, if anyone wants to play Far Cry 5, fair warning, there are some very annoying scripted dream sequence scenes that you have to do over and over and over and over until you finish the game or mod it because you're sick to death of that shit. Just fair warning. I'm not really doing game reviews. This is a video game vlog, and I'm just talking about random crap. But I mean, Far Cry 5 is a lot of fun, but it has some very annoying things about it that Also, I have to say, there's this, like, funky Vietnam scenario that you can play that, on the one hand, is actually a lot of fun. On the other hand, I can't help feeling like it's probably offensive to somebody. But that's okay, because, like, if you take it seriously, if you roleplay, and if, well, frankly, you get high enough, it starts to feel like, well, not like you're really in Vietnam, but, you know, like the drama gets kind of intense, is what I'm saying. You know, you have these companions that you need to rescue that, frankly, you can take a lot more seriously than Herc and Sharky. And, you actually can give a damn when they die. You know, it's really easy to give a damn when... Oh, crap, one of these guys, run like a bitch, bullseye! You know, and that's another thing I would love to build into a game, is making you care more about the NPCs. Oh, no wonder. Wait, what? No, hold on, how do I do this? I forget, I haven't played Far Cry 5 in a few minutes, and I forget the controls because I'm so used to everything else. Die. And stay dead. Alright. No, I don't want that. Did I get all of the alarms? I don't know if I did. I hope backup doesn't show up. No? Oh, phew. Okay. Shit.
Oh shit, that bitch!
Oh
my god, I'm not surprised. They got me in my moneymakers. Right target.
Was it this? No. Q! That was it! I want this thing on full auto! Oh god, what's happening? Oh no! Tell me you killed him. Oh, in case it's not, like, obvious, I'm playing on easy mode because I'm just not in the mood for a huge challenge. Actually, I think it's just normal mode, not easy mode, but whatever. Like, I was playing on, like, hardcore, triple plus expert, whatever it was, and that was fun, but way too intense. Like, I died a lot. At a time when what I really wanted was a fairly casual experience, actually. Like, you know, you ever play a game where you're like, you know, I don't want a challenge, I just sort of want to feel like a badass, you know? Of course, I just died on easy mode. But, see that? Where he picks you up like that? I actually really like that. That's one of the things I want to build into a game, is, like, making you care about a guy. Like, so many times you're like, not on my watch, and you run over and you pick up Herc. You know, or something, you save one of your guys. Wait a minute, speaking of which. No, you're both still alive. Where's Herc?
Oh shit, that's bitch! Call 911, I'm hit!
Yeah.
In the weed, oh my god, I'm not surprised. They got me in my moneymakers.
Well, see, both of them talk about being shot in their junk. Like, the whole game, that's all they talk about. You know, that's what I mean when I say they're like feral animals, practically. Oh, poop. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Cyberitic? No, that's not it. There is a word, not hedonistic, but it's close. But yeah, like, being able to rescue companions that you're like familiar with and used to, it does actually help. Well, okay, he revived me right next to a dude with a fucking machine gun. But anyway, yeah, like, I don't know, it ramps up the drama, especially in that Vietnam scenario when, like, part of that scenario is get your whole team out alive. So when you lose a guy, it actually does kind of hurt a little, you know? Wait, no, that's my guy! Oh, poop. I love how often you can be revived like that, though. Will you die already? Jesus, Harold Christ. You know. Our Father who art in heaven, herald be thy name. Anyway. Sorry, it's an old joke, a bad joke, and some people say it's Howard. I like Harold. Like, hark the herald angels sing kind of thing. I don't know. Still, what is that word I'm looking for here? I guess base is really it, but that has taken on a slightly different connotation these days. Like, I guess I almost mean base the way people mean basic these days. I don't know. Language changes, and sometimes it's hard to keep up. I'm using base in the more technical sense. Deal with it. Whoa. See, we still haven't, like, taken this outpost yet. No, wait, though. Nope, 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 nope. Those are good guys. Well, he was one of the reasons why. Where's the other? You're in there. Ah, there you are. Suck it, Trebek. Alright, now.
Go for a stroll, cover me.
Yeah, let's get you. Why not? We could use a chopper pilot.
Baby, stop! I'm on the radio. Sorry, I'll be right there. I just have to find my pants. Never mind.
Yeah, you see, every character in the game is like that. They're like hyper sexed, like just, I don't know. I don't have the right words for it right now. Also, that is some serious, like, wow, okay, is my system going nuts? Because streetlights have never looked that funky before. I don't know. Are those good guys or bad guys? No, those are bad guys. I see the radar. Oh. Wait.
You gotta cover my ass while I be in.
Okay, maybe not. Huh. Alright, yeah, I've never actually taken one of these trucks. Like, it seems like there's a thing where if you capture one of the actual paths going around, you can back it up into that thing and then take loot back to a base somehow. I don't really know exactly how it works. I've never bothered because I really don't care. Wait a minute. What? What? Who's shooting me? Stop it! Very rude to shoot a person when they're getting an airplane. Merciful Zeus. Alrighty, there.
Rolling out.
Yeah, I actually question the wisdom of the modded sky. It just feels like too many stars. Even if it's realistic, it doesn't feel right somehow. It's too busy. I don't know. Yeah, weird. Everything seems to be glowing more right now.
Enemies here!
The lights, everything. There's like someone cranked the bloom for some reason.
Thank fucking Christ for the First Amendment.
I'm not even sure what she means by that. Because later she says something about the Second Amendment. I mean, what is she saying? That violence is speech or something? I have no idea what she means. And I'm obviously overthinking it because this is a video
Hope you're
game.
raring to go, 'cause there's trouble nearby.
Cover my ass while I be in.
Oh, cowabunga.
Back up to this way.
Ah, poop. Well, bollocks to you and your backup. There we
Quit
go.
fucking shooting me, you cheese dicks!
Yeah.
Stroll, cover me.
Somebody!
Did she get hurt? Did you get onto not full auto again? I hate games that auto-switch on you when things like that happen. Wait. Oh, no, that wasn't what I wanted. I forget how to use heal kits. I have, like, health kits somehow, but I forget how to use them. It's been too long. 'Ate it! Wait, that's the wrong... Okay, how about a Molotov cocktail? Ooh, I thought there was a box there. Oh well. Okay, did you seriously come at me with a fucking hoe, dude? I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. I shot you in your butt. Oh wait, it's 0. Wait, or oh. No, it's not. Ah, poop. Alright, I gotta check what, how is healing done again? Doobie-doo. It's here somewhere. It's got to be. You got so many controls. Medkit! It is, oh, do I just not have any? Oh, poop. Alright. I know there's a bad guy over here. I can see you. I can smell you. I didn't actually have to make that lock on, but... Actually, if you hold aim, you can sort of just visually guide it. Oh, poop! Oh, there's gonna keep being backup unless I take out that alarm. Oh, poop! Oh, no! That sounded like someone on fire. Who do I have for companions at the moment? Oh, you're still around. Where are you?
I need your help!
Oh. Wow, this place is on fire. Okay, did she just die now? Yeah, she did. Alright, let's get you in here. You're pretty good at this stuff.
Be right there.
I'm getting pounded here.
Why won't you die? Alright, that's enough of that.
Reloading! Protect me, yo!
No mercy.
Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. Whistling beaver. I mean, this whole game is just a little bit filthy. It's always just a little bit on that side of I don't know, needing to be wiped. That's a terrible way to put it, but you know what I mean.
Taking hits. Could use some help. I'm down. Need a hand.
Oh my god, I'm not surprised. They got me in my money makers. Giant target.
Oh no, not on my watch! Sharky, get out of my way! Oh my god, I'm gonna need to be revived if you don't move, you sons of... Ah.
Just give me a talk.
Okay, was that damage or were you taking a front?
Another one dead!
Any port in the storm.
Yeah. Whoa, Nelly. Like, I've never seen a bad guy in a seaplane.
What the?
I don't know, it's like if you see a seaplane, you don't even have to target it. You can be pretty assured it's one of your guys or a neutral. Well, get in.
Wherever you want, faux show.
Alright, fine, don't. I'll just drive. You guys can meet me wherever I end up. Lolly-gagging rat bastards. But anyway. Splurge. It's always kind of sick. Like, you come across these execution scenes along the side of the road every now and then. It's like some dude with his gun to the back of another dude's head. And it's like,
You gotta cover my ass.
I mean,
Lord.
it's cinematic, you know, it looks like something out of a movie, but it's also, disturbing. I mean, not super disturbing. It's nothing I can't put up with. In fact, it always bothers me more when they say, oh, graphic imagery ahead, and it's like, dude, I've seen so much worse in the movies. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm desensitized, or maybe they're hypersensitized, or something. I don't know, but rarely have they ever said, oh, yeah, here's some disturbing imagery, and I've been like, yeah, I shouldn't have watched that. You know what I mean?
Can't do anything from here.
They can't see me, but I can see them. I feel just like the Predator.
Yeah, you are a predator, Hurt. Oh, crap. A flare means backup's coming. Whoa. See, okay, I've always wondered what bad guys are aiming at. Like, in movies, you ever notice how often, like, the good guys are running away from gunshots, and there's, like, sand puffing up from around their feet? And I'm like, what the hell are the bad guys aiming at? Their ankles. I don't know. Like, at least make the guys run alongside a wall, so that the bullets can hit the wall. Wait, you're the bad guy. Sometimes it can be hard to tell who's who in this game.
Okay.
Oh, well. Anyway. Oh, wait, this is one of those broadcast trucks, like, where they, like, preach the gospel through loudspeakers, is what I was trying to say. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let's go to the map and find the thing that I'm looking for. Where is it? Where is it? Anyway, today's actually pretty nice, and I'm just making this video until it's time when I can go swimming, because, well, Lake Champlain's pretty cold right now, but there's a swimming pool that's absolutely badass, and it is not open to the public until 12:30, so I'm making a video to pass the time. Because one aspect of being autistic and ADHD and all that stuff is like, okay, you know, I have a few hours between now and when I'm supposed to do something. And so I'm just going to do nothing until the time that the thing comes up when it's time to go do the thing. You know, and it's like, well, yeah, but you could be getting a whole bunch of stuff done, and it's like your brain just won't let you. You know? Because I guess what it comes down to is like, well, but what if I get really into it, the thing that I'm doing, until the thing that's scheduled, and then I don't want to do the thing that's scheduled, and I let everybody down, kind of deal. You know, it's, well, at least for me anyway, is what it's like. And so, you know, I'm doing this because I'm only going to do it for so long. I know, only like an hour or two before I want to stop. And then it'll be time, like, to go swimming, more or less, by the time that's done. Probably a little time to have some food beforehand, I don't know. So, it's a good activity to make one of these videos. I didn't make it with purpose. Honestly, I still don't know why I'm making these videos at all, or why anyone's watching them. But if you enjoy them, I'm glad you're here. It just feels like something fun to do, I guess. I mean, not every video has to have a purpose, I guess. Not every video has to have a theme. It can just be someone farting around, you know. Like, one of you in the comment section on the last video was like, wow, yeah, sure, YouTube like it was when it first started. And I'm like, yeah, I guess kinda in a way. Although when I first started out on YouTube, I mean, before, like, okay, I put out a few shitty animations that I had done, and then I started really leaning into a topic. And, you know, so I never really had the blog or vlog stage, is what I'm saying. But, I mean, people did that stuff. Some people got pretty famous for it, too. I suppose eventually they refined their styles or whatever. Like, I mean, I've looked at some older videos of people who are pretty big now, and their videos are rough, let me say. No, I don't want to bump into the guy who's actually... Oh my gosh, is that how far I have to go? I mean, I'm not great at math, but that's at least like 6 miles. That is the hard part about the metric system, I gotta say, is they didn't exactly design it with easily converting in mind. Like they didn't say, okay, here's something that's close to a pound, here's something that's close to a foot, and we're just going to take that and divide it into 10. No. No, they went and said, okay, what's the boiling point of water? Like, yeah, I can't relate to the boiling point of water, like 100 degrees outside. I can tell you what that feels like, but the boiling point of water just feels like ouch degrees Fahrenheit. You know, it's hard to convert to like to telling people how hot or cold it is outside when you don't have a reference point like that. Like someone goes, is it hot outside? Gee, I don't know, it's blah degrees, which sort of corresponds to this thing that was familiar a few years ago by X%. Kind of, it's like this. They didn't make conversion easy, and I think that's a large part of why the United States just hasn't bothered. Is we're like, but this is what we're used to, and we know how, like we know what Grandma's cookie recipe is in teaspoons. Okay, if you want to. Sorry, dude. If you want us to convert it into, like, milliliters or whatever, you probably should have made milliliters be something close to a teaspoon divided into tens, kind of thing. You know, I mean, yeah, keep everything even and divided by 10, but keep it relatable, is my point. And they didn't bother with that. They didn't bother to make it relatable. And so that's why it's awfully difficult to convert at times. But I was actually talking to some people about why we haven't just sort of simplified computers. Because if you look at like various IP addresses or anything in hex code and old assembly code and all that stuff, I don't know, do people still program in assembly? I don't even know, but it's all so complicated. And you know how difficult it can be just to get computers or printers to talk to each other on a network? Kind of deal. And like, why haven't they just simplified this stuff so you're not typing in addresses that involve like multiple numbers separated by periods and shit? You know, I mean, like it, like, and the reason I was told was, yeah, people have tried, but nobody wanted to convert because it wasn't easy and they were used to the groove they were in. And I'm like, well, then if you want them to convert to something like the metric system, you should probably do, like create the metric system with easy conversion in mind so that you can easily say, oh yeah, this is Grandma's old cookie recipe converted into something easy to convert to, kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but if I was in charge of creating a measurement system, I'd make sure it was relatable. Also, the people who've been pursuing me in helicopters need to stop, because I'm about to do some serious damage to you with my helicopters.
I need help! Popo! I found our little friend! Right over there!
Wait, where's the bad guy? Where's the bad guy chopper? I don't see the bad guy chopper, where is he? Oh.
Yep! I need ya!
There you are.
Yep!
Alright, where are you?
Bleed it out here, Deb!
Yeah. Quit your foul whining. I don't know what just happened, but I know I didn't like it. Oh, it's getting intense. Sheesh. Eat it. Alright. Who do I have left now? Are any of my companions still alive? Hands up, anyone who's not dead. Okay, you know what? Let's get you. Why not? Okay, here we go. Let's get that chopper back. It's a weird system. You buy the vehicle and then have it available to you forever, as opposed to every time it blows up I have to buy a new one, but I always have all of them unlocked kind of deal. I don't know. See, this is what I mean when I say that the choppers in Far Cry 6 don't really feel right. When I decide to like, let's yaw left, right? There is a visceral feel to how that chopper moves. There's just something about it that feels like you're in a damn chopper, you know? Where in Far Cry 6, I don't know, something was wrong. It was off somehow. It felt like the chopper movement was perfunctory at best, I guess. And also, the explosions in this game look better. They just, I mean, yes and no. Like, they looked really good and volumetric in 6, but somehow they just have more of that dark, oily, like, I blew up something full of diesel look to them in this game. You know, I mean, just from an artistic perspective, I think the explosions look better. Even though they're not as, like, technologically advanced. I don't think I can affect that thing in the least. Ah, well. What's going on here? I've actually forgotten how to do this. There's a way to do a thing that I've forgotten how. I thought it was right click, but it's not. Where's the controls again? Well, let's just hit stuff and see what happens. Holy shitballs! There was a dude with a rocket launcher and I was standing still experimenting long enough for him to lock on to me, and it didn't tell me that I didn't get a lock-on warning. Maybe there wasn't a lock-on. Maybe he just blasted me, like, from the hip. Either way, he was a jerk. I'm just... Alright, well... Oh, hey. What is it? Z? No. X? No. No. Oh, crap. That was wrong. I just got shredded by my own helicopter blade. Oops. That was dumb. But I don't remember how to shoot those damn thingamabobbers. The rockets. I thought it was right click. Isn't there like a show controls thing? Okay, well, let's not press V. How about that? That's map. Okay. Nope. No, no. No. No, 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 no. Oh! There it is. I knew that was somewhere. Alright. Only thing is, you can run out of those, and it costs $1,000 to refill your ammo. Well, I thought there, like, you'd think there'd be a trait or a perk or something that would regenerate your ammo or something, but oh well.
Okay, you lead.
These guys are just doing target
Watch me
practice.
get my move on. I'm a bust.
It's fun to just sort of fool around on the map, you know, and just randomly blow shit up and look at what's going on around you. You know, sometimes you see some wacky firefights, and sometimes you participate, sometimes you just fly on by. I don't know. Like, just doing this, feeling like I'm heading into the LZ, that's the kind of feeling I want in a game like this, you know, where just set me loose to do whatever the heck I feel like on a big old massive battlefield, but make all the battles mean something. Are those baddies? Usually it's baddies in the rafts, but I can't tell. Whatever. Life means nothing. You're all sprites. Well, not sprites, but you know what I mean. We're all NPCs! I mean, okay, my favorite movie is Tron, but I could get into some of the reasons why it's the world building doesn't make a lot of sense in some ways. Like your programs look like they're user or they're coder. You know, I mean, at one point, Prom says to Ram, if I don't have a user, who wrote me? Which is kind of funny because it sounds like a fucking Christian argument if there isn't a God who made all of this kind of stuff. But, you know, actually, given that programs tend to treat users like deities, it makes sense. But anyway, so, like, if I don't have a user, then who wrote me is not the same as if I don't have a coder who wrote me. But, of course, it was made in 1982, and I guess language was not standardized yet. So, I mean, like it's a little tough to fault them for using the word user at that time, but at the same time, it does introduce confusion into the world building. You know, so, like, but it's obvious that users and programs do look like each other. Tron looks like, Alan. So, but would he if Alan wasn't the one using Tron? I have to wonder. Well, anyway. See, like, here, I just rescued a bunch of guys from this like, kidnapped transport thingy, because from up above I shot the driver. And those guys escaped, but it doesn't, like, add to anything. As soon as they are outside of, like, whatever cell I'm in on the map, they'll cease to exist. They're not persistent. And I wish that this game, or a game like it, had persistent forces. And it should be a slow burn is part of it. But, like, a lot of games, like the Battlefield games and stuff, it just seems like a big old furball the whole time. And I like the idea of you start on one end of a gigantic map, and they start on the other, and you start building up forces. You know, like some of the old RTS games, but in FPS form. You know what I mean? It should be a lot of fun. I think, if I can ever get that off the ground, if I can ever make some... Like, I've experimented with map making, and I've learned a few things about what to do and what not to do, what looks good, what doesn't look good. I've tried converting, like, real-world locations into game maps, and it does not work very well, but mostly because you can't get good data. And, you know, various things like that. So, I more or less know what goes into making something like this, and it's a lot of work for one person. But, you know, again, there's a lot of stuff that games like this do that I wouldn't need to do, because this game shoehorned in a story that I don't think it needed. I think Outpost Master is really the strength of this game, and they should have focused on that. But whatever. Point being, like, I mean, you saw how, though I landed my chopper, I got out, I rescued those guys, I got back in the chopper. I mean, there was something really fun about that. And I think that playing to that sort of, like, like Battlefield, not the game, small B Battlefield, sort of like not mentality, but vibe, I guess, would be kind of cool. I think a game built around that modern day would be neat. You know, like a next-gen Unreal Tournament built more around simulating the massively multiplayer experience in single-player form. And I say in single-player form because, let's face it, most people online are dicks. You know, like, rarely do you get someone who actually role-plays the scenario they're in. I remember playing, what was it, Star Trek Bridge Commander, and, like, I was not doing anything as, you know, the helmsman until the captain fucking told me to, because I was following orders. But then that one time I ended up in the captain's chair, everyone was just going on their own initiative and not role-playing. And I was like, well, but you're kind of missing the point of the game. The fun of this game is to try to be a bridge crew, and you guys are just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go kill the Klingons. I'm like, we're not doing that. We're here for the civilians. And they're like, yeah, but Klingons, that's fun. And I'm like, but captain's orders, dude. We're here to, you know, protect these civilians. And they're like, that's no fun. I'm like, oh Jesus. You know, so, what if you had a game like this where everybody had to take it seriously, where everybody had to roleplay and stay in character? You know, like, anyway, I'm just saying, is a scenario-based game like that, I haven't seen one. If there is one, it's probably like not even AAA, like not even AA kind of game. I don't know. I have ideas, that's all I'm saying. I don't want to overpromise. I want to see if I'm even capable of coding. But, well, these are the ideas that have been spinning around in my head. I'm just saying. And that is one of the things that I have definitely been thinking about, is what to not do. What in games piss me off as a player that I'm not going to do to other people?
There's one right there.
Oh yeah, it's a bear, isn't it? Okay, there.
That was fun.
Look at all that ammo that I'm taking off of the campers that I allowed to be slaughtered by the bear. Wait, who's that? What are you doing? No, don't die! Aw, poop. Alright.
Sharesies.
Oh no, you're one of the people on my side. You're not even just an innocent civilian. Oh well, where's your stuff? I mean, because you could really, in this game,
This'll be fun, man.
sell a sort of
play I
you're
Spy.
actually there kind of experience, you know, like take out a lot of the stupid humor, make it something you can take seriously, and really like dial in on the base taking and add in a resources component so that you have to actually like afford what you're buying for your forces, kind of thing. And I'm not picturing something where it's, you know, you're the commander of all these forces. You pick a faction, and then you, like, the AI controls your faction just as much as the AI controls the other factions, but you're a foot soldier in one of those factions. Like, the whole idea is the game could run without you in it. You know, that it's as much simulation as it is first-person shooter kind of thing. But again, unlike UEBS, designed around first person rather than observing. But anyway, yeah. Like, I mean, another thing that a lot of games do that I wish they wouldn't is only have a small pool of things for NPCs to say in incidental dialogue. You know? Like Burke says 6 things, and he should probably have 24, you know? So that you don't get bored. You know, I mean, like, you get the thing where you get 2 characters who are together, and when those 2 characters together, they have, like, some scripted dialogue that they always say.
I see one.
Like, they always say it, and it's always the same every time, and it's like, oh, this again, after a while. And it'd be great to build something in where the incidental dialogue can be, I don't know, varied in some fashion. Either, like, it has some branching trees or some Mad Libsy effect or something, so that each time they speak, I mean, sure, maybe you've heard those elements before, but it's being put together in a unique manner, kind of thing. I don't know. Also, there are times, like, if this was a bit shorter, like literally, if all the mountains were about 2/3 to half the height, this could be mistaken for Vermont. I mean, there's lots of pine trees, although our pine trees tend to be, you know, fatter, wider. Don't see a lot of maples, though. Still, there are places, like, there was, back this way. Oh, that flare means back up. Back this way, there was like a campsite that drove off the road here that I swear looks like parts of southern Vermont. Right here. Like, I can point to so many places that look like this with fatter trees. I don't know. What time is it anyway? I have time. Yeah. Maybe a little less so with these islands like this, but there are some places, more north, really, though. Sort of up by the islands. The, Grand Isle and North Hero and South Hero, those. Most of you don't know them, most of you don't live in Vermont. Most of you weren't raised in Vermont. I was. And I know way too much about the state's roads. And landmarks. Well, I take that back. I don't know a lot about them. I know a lot about where they are. That's what I mean. I know the map too well. Anyway, I do spend a lot of time in the choppers in this game. Just because, I don't know, there's something fun about flying them. After a while, it does get a little dull, but just going sightseeing like this, and then, you know, killing a few mofos who are just itching to get destroyed, is fun for me. I don't know how much fun people have watching it, but for me, this is fun. And also in my head, I'm humming the theme to Airwolf. And if you don't know Airwolf, seriously, look it up. 80s TV show about an attack helicopter. Sort of in the same vein as Knight Rider, except it doesn't talk. Like, there was this one dude. Oh god, like Charles Belisario or something. He was like a producer who made like 3 TV shows, like action TV shows, based around helicopters. Like Airwolf was one of them. And I forget the other one, but then there was also Riptide, which was based around a really shitty helicopter, and that was like the idea. The guy said, like, yeah, the other 2 shows, it was like these sleek, sort of almost James Bondy, high-tech kind of helicopters, and he was like, what if I made a show based around a really crappy one? I mean, Riptide was kind of fun, but it's dated, it's very 80s, very sort of like, what, 84 or so? But in any case, yeah, so, Airwolf had one of those sort of electronic-y sounding theme songs that came out in the wake of, like, Tron and Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop and all of that. You know. and it goes really well with flying. In fact, sometimes with games like this, I will make a soundtrack, you know, a playlist offline and just play it while I'm playing the game, because I sure don't listen to the music that came with the game. There are so few games where I keep the music on, or at least up very loud. Although partly that's just because so many games insist on having music in genres I don't listen to. Also, it's kind of funny, in this game, in fact in a lot of games like this, if you kill someone while they're in their car, like, for whatever reason, they just have to get out of the car. Like, the door has to open and they have to fall out. And I'm like, really? You can't just be a corpse in the seat? Okay. Like, I've seen other games where you actually have to drag people out of their cars. Well, they're not people anymore, they're corpses at that point. But I'm like, that at least is more interesting. It doesn't break my immersion too hard. Like my last video, I put Cyberpunk 2077 back on there, and I made note of how sometimes when people who aren't quite dead yet die, they have to stand up and fall over first. Like, for a game that's supposed to have been fixed by now, they did leave in a few weird things. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this here for now, because I'm hungry and sort of starting to run low on energy, you may have noticed. So I will catch you evil geniuses later. Have fun, catch you like the plague.